Okay, welcome back, guys. So, microwave, our microwave is under the item column in our data. So, I'm going to say logistic. I'm going to call on logistic again for my range, logistics, and then square brackets, item, the item column. So, I'm going to select item, close my square brackets, comma, and then I need to check for microwaves. So my criteria now, that is what I want to search for inside my item column of my logistic table is microwave. So I'm going to select on microwave. I can type microwave and at the same time, I can select it from my table. I can select it from my column, I mean. So, or let me just type microwave. But if you are going to type, make sure you start with your quotation mark and you end with your quotation mark. And also make sure the spelling is correct and tallies with what you have on your data. It is very, very important. Very, very important. So if I hit enter, so you see that I have 5 microwave orders that was made. So this is the first microwave here, then the second microwave, third microwave, fourth microwave, and then the fifth microwave here. So we have 5 microwave orders. And also, another thing that I forgot to mention is that it is very, very important that you keep your tools updated. You need to use that is your software is updated. It is very, very important. It helps a lot because companies and industries are also moving the same way the tech world is moving. If there are new upgrades and updates in a particular software, and a particular tool, you need to keep yourself updated. You need to keep yourself updated. So please, it is very important that you update some of your tools. That is your Microsoft Office, your SQL, your Power BI, and all. So let's quickly move to the third question. Question said the number of journeys with truck 3. Is there anyone that can attempt this? Is there anyone that can try this out? Don't let me be the only one that will be doing it all alone. Is there anyone? Or should I call somebody to help us out? Okay, I think I'll have to call somebody if nobody is volunteering. Is there anyone that wants to volunteer? I have a lot of people here on this call. So I might just call somebody randomly. Zainab, can you try? Hello,
Yeah,
can you try?
actually I'm not with my computer, my laptop right now, so and I'm not at home. That's why.
You can follow through what we've been doing since, or you just don't want to try at all. Okay, yeah, Mr. Elisha, can you help us out? Can you try?
Okay. Um, so the formula will be equals to count
Okay,
if,
okay,
then our range will be logistics, open square brackets.
okay.
Uh, what's the name of okay? What? What's the heading for Johnny?
The question said number of journeys with trucks, with truck 3 actually.
Yeah, okay.
You can
Transport.
find truck 3 under inside the transport column. So you just call on transport. And then our criteria is going to be what?
Truck 3.
Truck 3. So you can type truck 3 like this, and also you can select it from your column here. But sometimes typing is going to be better because you might be working with a very, very big data. a very, very big one. So sometimes you can type, sometimes you can select. So for this one, I'm just going to type and then I'll close bracket and hit enter. So which means we have 8 times that drug 3 was used to deliver any good. And to verify that, we can as well just come to our transport here, unselect everything and select on truck 3 and you can see 8 times that truck 3 was used. So yeah, thank you very much. So can you take us through the next one again? As a matter of fact, I want you to do the remaining 2 for us.
Okay. So that one will be equals to count if.
Okay.
Then the range will be logistics.
Okay.
Logistic table, brackets, name.
Name.
Driver's name.
Driver's name. Thank you. Driver's name.
Then the criteria will be Peter White.
Peter White. Or better still, let me just select Peter White from my data here. And then with close bracket and hit enter. So which means Peter White traveled 6 times to make delivery. So yeah. So next one.
This one will be count ifs. Equals to count ifs.
Count ifs. You said
Number
count
of
if.
items.
Is it count if or count ifs? Hello?
Count ifs. Count ifs.
Okay. Interesting. So what's our first criteria range?
What's the header for those microwaves, those items? Okay, that'll be item.
Okay. Item. Okay.
Yes.
So what's our criteria 1?
Sorry, to be count if. My bad.
I was waiting for you to realize that it's going to be count if and then logistics. And also, instead of item, it is going to be number of items. Remember, if you check on this data very well, only number of items carries is formatted as a whole number. It's formatted as a figure, as a value. And the question says, how many items? Items are number of items less, how many times are number of items less than 20? If you look at every one of this column on this data here, only one single column carries value or is formatted as values, as numbers. So instead of your item, it is going to be number of items. That is the number of items column. Then we'll click on comma, and then the criteria that we want to measure from this particular column is that the question said less than 20. Less than 20. So we are going to open our quotation mark, the less than sign, 20, close quotation mark, close bracket, hit enter. So which means there are 9 times that the number of items that were delivered was less than 20. And how can we verify this? Let's just come to our number of items column here. Number of items, then right click on the drop down, then you come to your number filters, and the question said less than 20, so we'll just come to your number filters there, and then you will see less than, then you click on the less than, and then less than what? 20, then enter 20 and hit OK, and then you will see Excel said we have 9 records, 9, which means 9 times. And if you check every one of them, this is 15, this is 18, 15, 15, 14, 13, 15, which means every one of them are less than 20. So this is how to attempt a question. Now, sometimes it's not all about figures and numbers. There are some that you are going to take, that you are going to make use of your technical and cognitive reasons too. Sometimes critical thinking is part of our job. Critical thinking, creative thinking is part of our job as an analyst. As a matter of fact, I've seen people lose their job because they can't get creative on how to solve problem. I think I've seen a couple of people like that. As a matter of fact, on international remote roles, because if you want to be, if you are being paid to do a job, I believe in doing your job very well and being effective about it. So please, let's put that in mind. Let's move to the second part of the question. Sum of items of refrigerator. Sum of items of refrigerator, some of refrigerator items. And I think from this particular question, the question has answered itself. I mean, the method we need to use as shows itself. Question said sum of refrigerator items. So which means we are going to be using either sum if or sum ifs. Now, because it is for practice, for the sake of practice, that is why I had to put every one of these pointers here. Sum if, and stop. When you are on your own, you might not have the luxury of some of these pointers and hints. So what is going to help you is how the question is being framed, how the question is being written. If you understand your question, you will understand what you need to do and how you need to go about it. So this second part says the sum of refrigerator items. So we are going to say equals to sum if. What is our range? Now, sum if is a little different from count if, but not so different, just a little different. The difference there is that there is something that needs to be summed, which is going to be your end product. That is what is going to be displayed at the end of your formula. So for the range, it's still going to be our logistic. And then we need to look inside a particular column for our logistic table to find out where refrigerator resides. And where is refrigerator listed? Refrigerator is listed under items. So I'm going to call on my items, then close my square brackets. Then my criteria is refrigerator. Let me just type refrigerator. But if you are typing, please make sure you type it exactly the way it appears on your data. Refrigerator. I think I'm missing E here. Yeah, refrigerator. Refrigerator. Yeah, and then I am done with this. And then the final part of the formula says, what is the sum range? I want to sum the number of times that refrigerator was transported for delivery. And only one column can give me that. Only one column I have on my data set can give me that. That is the number of items column. So I'm going to call on my logistic column again, my logistic table again, and then number of items. Number of items, close my brackets, and hit enter. So that means refrigerator items was delivered, that there are 105 refrigerator items that was sold or delivered. And if we filter, let's say I come here, I filter refrigerator. So if you add every one of these things together, 25 plus 15 plus 25 plus 15 plus 25. I think this 325 is 75. 15 in two places is 30. So 30 plus 75, that's 105. And yeah, we have 105 here. Computer is very, very accurate. Very, very accurate. So for the next one, sum of washing machine items, so it's going to be equals to sum if. The range is going to still be my logistic. Inside my logistic, I know washing machine is under my item. So item, close brackets. Then instead of typing this time around, let me just select washing machine. So washing machine. And yeah, my logistic again for my sum range. And then number of items. Close my brackets, hit enter. 164 washing machine was sold. And then the sum of items transported by truck 4. This one is a little bit different, but not so different. So it's also going to be sum if, and logistic as usual. This time around, sum of items transported by truck 4. We know truck 4 is under transport, so transport. The criteria is truck 4. So let me just select truck 4. Truck 4. And then the sum range, as usual, my number of items, column. 156 times, 156 items were delivered by truck 4 in total. And then the last one, sum if, logistic. Inside logistic, I'm going to do, yes. Now, Mr. Elisha, can you attempt this? Can you do this? This last question here. Can you try? Or is there anyone that can try this? Because it's a little bit different from the first 3 questions. Is there anyone that can attempt to, this? Is there anyone that can try? Tomiwa, can you try? Hello, Tommy. Iye, can you hear me? I know you can hear me. You just don't want to talk. Hello. Okay, Mr. Elisha, can you try?
All right, sir. Let me try.
Okay.
Equals to sum if.
Okay.
Then the range will be logistics. Then items.
Transport. Because trucks is under transport column.
All right.
Then
trucks.
Trucks. Now,
items.
This gets tricky. I'm listening to you.
All right. So this is items. Criteria of items. Right?
I want you to look at it very well.
Okay. Some of items.
Don't let me stress you. Don't let me stress you. Now, let's start again. If you look at this particular column here, the transport column, we have truck. We have 4 modes of transport, 5 modes of transportation. As a matter of fact, we have just 2 modes of transportation. We have airplane mode, and then we have trucks. And then the trucks are sectioned into 4 types of trucks, but they are all still trucks, right? So which means we have 2 modes of transportation, and the second mode of transportation is divided into 4 different types, right? So if you look at everything, and then the question now says that I want you to help me find out the total number of items that were transported by just trucks. And that is the combination of truck 1, truck 2, truck 3, and truck 4. Right? And if you want to do something like this, what you are going to do is that it's going to be, you know that in this data, if any item is not transported by airplane, or if any item is not transported by truck, maybe truck 1 to truck 4, that item will definitely be transported by airplane. It is most definitely going to be transported by airplane. So, which means if it is not transported by truck, it's going to be transported by airplane. So let's go back to the question, and then we'll say equals to sum if. Now the range is logistics. Inside logistic, transport. Now for the criteria now, the question said trucks. We have truck 1, truck. There are 2 ways that we can do this. There are 3 ways that you can do this. We can use our listing brackets here. This is our listing brackets. But by using our listing bracket, it's going to be it's going to make our formula too long and very complicated. Since I know I have two modes of transportation, airplane and trucks, so what I'm going to say is I'm going to say open quotation greater than or less than airplane. And then logistics, number of items. Now, somebody is going to be wondering why I use this greater than or less than airplane. I have two modes of transportation, airplane and trucks. I know that every item that is not delivered by plane, by trucks, is going to be delivered by airplane. So what I did is that this greater than or less than is signaling, is telling Excel that I want you to show me everything, every other modes of transportation that is not airplane. This greater than or less than means not equals to airplane. Every other transportation mode that is not airplane mode, I want you to round them up together and give me the answer. Do you understand now? So if I click enter, and then you can see 511. So which means if I come to my transport column here, I come to my transport column here and I click on the drop down. Sorry, please, I don't know why my PC is acting up this morning. And then I unselect everything. I uncheck airplane. I select on truck 1, truck 2, truck 3, truck 4, and I click on OK. Now, if I had everything under this number of items, if I had everything together, it is going to give me 501, 511. So that is the reason why I have 511. You can see there is no single airplane here, no airplane at all. So that is the meaning of greater than the less than airplane mode that I used.
Excuse me, sir.
Okay.
Sorry, can you do one using the listing bracket?
Can I?
Do it using the listing bracket.
Okay. Let's see. So that will be some if, and then the range is going to be logistic as usual. The criteria is the transport. And then the criteria this time around, in quotation, listing brackets. Then I'm going to say truck 1. No. So I'm going to say truck 1, comma, truck 2. So I have to put all the trucks in the list. Truck 3, truck 4. And I'll close my listing brackets. Then I'm going to move to my sum range. Sorry. I'm not sure listing bracket is going to work with this, so I am not so sure. That means I'll have to nest the sum function with it. Yeah. I can just say transports. Hey, sorry, my audio is muted. Logistics. Oh, not okay. Summary. Six. Or better still. Tomiwa, can you hear me? You said your system is acting up. Hello, Tomiwa. Is it closing? Is the data set closing? Okay. If you can hear me, please. Okay. The data is closing again, right? Don't worry, after the class, we are going to talk. We have just like 30 minutes more. So transport, then your mic is not working. Hey, which kind of system are you using? Oh, sorry, guys. The listing brackets cannot work. Yeah, I just checked. The listing brackets cannot work. It can't. Even this function, even this methods, I'm not sure it can give us the results we want, for let's try. Yeah. So I think we have to use the not equals to. We have to use the not equals to format to make it work. Not greater than airplane, but this states, then number of items. What? I missed something.
You close logistics with the
Close
listing.
with a listing bracket.
Oh.
You
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. So yeah, the listing bracket cannot work in this scenario. So let's deal with the next question. And then I don't want to do the old practice assignment for you guys because it is meant for you to practice with. So I'm going to do the next one, and then I will leave you guys with exercise 2. I will leave you guys with the rest of this and also do the exercise 2. Yeah, so If you have any further questions, please don't always hesitate to reach out to me. Reach out to me on WhatsApp. I don't have pride. I'll always reply to you as much as I have the time to. So let's quickly run through this because we have less than 10 minutes for this particular session. So it's going to be equals to sum ifs, count if this time around. Because if you look at the way at which this particular question is framed, and then you look at this one also, you see that it's different. It is different. This one is saying sum of, so you know you need to use sum ifs. This one is saying number of, which means you know you need to count. But this time around, we are counting multiple cases, so we are going to be using count ifs. Count ifs. Then the criteria range is logistic. Is logistic, and inside logistic, the question said number of microwave orders. So we need to we know our microwave is under item, and then we need a criteria to look for this criteria range, and then the criteria is a microwave. So I'm just going to select microwave here. That is the first criteria. Then the second criteria, the question continues: microwave orders in Boston. So again, logistics. This time around, destination, because Boston is under destination column, and then the second criteria is going to be Boston. So I'll select on Boston, then I'll close my brackets and hit enter. So if you want to verify whether this is correct, they said we should find the number of times microwave is delivered into Boston. So just come to item here, unselect everything, click on microwave, and then come to destination also, and select Boston. And then you can see that Boston had 2 deliveries of microwave. Microwave was delivered to Boston twice. So this one is a multiple condition, not like the single condition in the first example there. So also, for the next one, number of Peter White's journey with truck 1. How many times did Peter White drove truck 1? So it's going to be count ifs logistic. First of all, talk about driver's name. Then the driver we are looking for is Peter White. Select on Peter White. Comma. Again, the second criteria is transport. And then the condition under transport is truck 1. So select truck 1, close bracket, hit enter twice. And then the next one says the number of orders in Boston after the 3rd of February 2013. Now, this one is kind of tricky because in almost every programming language you use, the date format that your programming language is going to follow is going to entirely depend on the kind of date format you have on your PC, the kind of date format your PC follows. Now, for instance, this particular date format here is day, month. It looks like day, month, and year, but in actual fact, this is month, day, and year. And if you look at our data set, so if you look at our data set here, it is the same format, which the format of our data set is day, month, and year. So we're just going to say that before this session is over, we're just going to say equals to count ifs. The criteria is logistics. And then we are going to deal with destination first because Boston came after the date, before the date, I mean, destination. And then we are moving to destination Boston, comma. The second one is logistic again, and this time around date. And we need to put a condition to our dates. The question said after the 3rd of February 2013. So according to our date format here, I was given to us on this. So we are going to say 3 to 2013. Or you can just try different date formats until you find out the one that your system follows. This one is saying 1. This one, and how can we confirm? So let's just come to our data set here, come to dates, come to date filters. Now the question said after. So after 3 to 2013. And Boston too, destination Boston. And then you can see, no. Oh, sorry, I didn't put greater than. The question said after, so it's going to be greater than, yeah. You still have 2? No. Okay, yeah, we have 2. Yeah, it's correct now. So, please, guys, I want you guys to, for those that have not done this particular one, some people have done theirs and they've submitted. But for those that have not done theirs, I have, that is the reason why I have to take us through a little out of it. Yeah, so please complete the assignments and then also complete the exercise 2 also on the second sheet here. This one is actually very, very simple and straightforward also. So please complete it and submit it to my mail. I'm going to drop a mail on the group now. Please submit your assessment. And for those that are starting their Excel project by next week, please round up your learning and so that by the time your project comes, you are going to be able to do it. And also, for those that just finished Excel, we are starting our SQL by Monday. For those that just finished SQL and are currently on their Murder Mystery project, we are starting the final phase of the course, the final month of the course by Monday, which is Microsoft Power BI. So please, let us be consistent. Let us be consistent. Consistency is what makes us very, very good data analysts. We play with data a lot. We play and be consistent with data. And please, if you have any question, don't hesitate to reach out to me for any clarification that you have. So I think our time is fast spent, and I don't want to delay you guys so that you are going to have the class is actually scheduled for an hour and a half. So if there's anyone that has any question before this particular session is over, please, you can bring it up now. And in the absence of none, I think we are going to end the session here. And then I'm going to, every other information that you need, I'm going to be passing it across on the group. So you guys should enjoy your weekend, and please, stay consistent. So thank you very much. I'll see you again next week or so.